Good morning, everyone. My name's Maeve. I'm continuing this week's Thought for the Day on the fruit of the Spirit, gentleness. When I think of the word gentleness, my mind immediately goes to Charles Wesley's hymn, Gentle Jesus, Meek and Mild, which I learnt as a child. If you can make time today to look it up, the words are lovely. Secondly, I think of the verse from Proverbs 15 verse 1, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Thirdly, I think of how we gently stroke a baby chick and how animals respond to people who are gentle with them. I've been watching a Netflix series recently where the girl is a horse whisperer, and because she is so gentle with the horses, it is amazing how well they respond to her because they realise they can trust her. That reminds me how in the same way we can trust our gentle Saviour. Fourthly, I think of the word gentleman. I'm sure you've heard the saying, manners maketh man. It is how a man treats others which defines him as being a gentleman or just a man. All of these thoughts bring to mind different aspects of the word gentleness, which are defined as being kindly, loving, mild, moderate, sweet-tempered, sympathetic, tender, and reassuring. In James 3:17 we read, "But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, reasonable, full of mercy and good fruits, unwavering without hypocrisy." When I think of good fruits in this verse, I think of a farmer or gardener looking after their fruit trees in their orchard. Often when I drive round the roundabout at the Stonebridge and travel towards Portadown, I notice an old orchard on the left-hand side which runs wild and has become overgrown. Sometimes a few sheep are put into it to tidy it up a bit. But the trees themselves need to be pruned and cared for to produce the best fruit possible. Our lives are like these trees. God needs to prune us to produce the fruit of gentleness. But sometimes we don't like being pruned, and it doesn't come naturally to some of us to be gentle without His pruning. We need to learn to be intentional and work hard at being kind, compassionate, gentle, and humble towards others, especially when they are facing difficulties or are struggling with life. Don't ever worry about people confusing your gentleness with weakness. Being gentle is not being weak. It's actually displaying a super sign of strength. And guess what? If you show a bit of emotion while being gentle, all the better. I want to share with you about the gentleness shown in the life of Mary Slessor, an African missionary from the 1900s. Many years ago, people in a village in Africa felt afraid when they saw babies who were twins. These people believed the twin babies were evil and should be killed. The people wouldn't even walk on a road on which the mother of twins had walked. Mary Slessor lived near this village, and she wanted to help the people there learn about God's love. One day Mary heard the twins had been born in the village. Mary quickly ran through the jungle to the village, hoping to save the lives of the babies. When she arrived, one of the babies was already dead, but the other one was alive. Mary gently took the baby and started walking back with the baby's mother to her house. As she was walking on the road, however, Mary realised that if the mother walked on the road, the people wouldn't walk on that road again. They would have to work hard to cut a new road through the jungle. So instead of ignoring the people's beliefs, Mary respected them and had a path cut through the jungle straight to her house. Mary took care of the baby, and soon many people in the village learned to love the baby too. And best of all, because of Mary's gentle actions, the people kept coming to her house and learned about God's love for them. Being gentle is not being weak. It is actually displaying a surer sign of strength. Today, how can we be gentler? Well, we have to start by living with less judgment and more compassion, thinking of God first, others next, and ourselves last. Let us learn to show gentleness intentionally to others. Our opportunity might just happen today. Have a lovely day.